All right, guys and gals, I am once again jumping into Blender 2.8. Just messing around a bit, do a bit of modeling. This is December 4th build, actually today's build for me. Figured I did see from Blender, basically he's one of the developers. Pablo, he released a video today about some of the features, new feature updates with this. I'm not going to touch them all. I'm just, if any at all, actually, I'm probably not going to touch any of them. Just want to square away some modeling here and share it today. I just gotta remember what I was gonna do. So glad that you're able to actually edit multiple objects at the same time. Now, the heck did I just do? This is very, very useful. That was a huge setback with 2.79. Putting multiple things, or edit multiple things at once. Just gotta remember what I was planning on doing here. I think I remember how I had it. I wanted it. Ink. Boom. Do it. Why I wanted to do that in the first place. I am really enjoying 2.8. I know a lot of other people are too. For different reasons. I mean, the real-time render engine thing that's fantastic. I just like the overall workflow. Like I said, one of my biggest things is being able to edit multiple objects at the same time. Now, if I can remember. What I was going to do. Why I did that. I was doing this. I'll go off with that. Which one did I just select? That's what's confusing. 3, 3. Not able to see any of that in there. No. No. This isn't really that critical. I just wanted to tweak it a bit. Oh yeah, now I remember what I was going to do with this. I already went through and did what I wanted to do, but I didn't save it and restarted. I kind of wanted to hold off on it so I can record doing it. But, now I'm trying to remember everything a little bit I did in the first place. So. Oh man, I haven't really been messing with this as much as I'd like to. And then I've been messing around more, and 3ds Max lately. Not that I really want to, but it's kind of necessary right now. Pretty sure I had that higher before. Yeah, I definitely did. There's some music. Cue the music. I finished some things with rigging on this. I got to square away the hands. This is actually the first model I did ever completed, I guess you would say. Complexity. Alright. So it was kind of really, I don't know, amateur. I didn't think it was too bad for like my first project I completed. So just gonna leave that there. This is why I was doing these in the first place. Because I wanted these to sit higher. So when I'm animating, even though it's some low poly, cartoony-ish stuff going on, oh, still wrong. Still has some type of consistency with physics, I guess. So, just can't remember how high I actually had it. That will do okay. I'll bring it down a little bit more. I don't want to do this too long. I just want to put something out there. Don't let me get that back down. I was going to do some live streaming, but woke up a little bit late and picked my son up from school. He's around. He's a little noisy. I hear him in the background here and there. I don't want him barging in while I'm streaming anymore. I wonder how this is going to show. I'm actually recording this at like 15 frames per second. I usually don't. My other ones are at 25. I think they're at 25. I looked at it and was like, I started doing it 15 by accident. I looked at it and said, oh, it's not too bad. I wouldn't do any animation with it, but recording it seems to be alright. Of course, I don't know how that's going to show up after I upload it, but I think it'll be alright. I don't know if I want it to go down that long. I don't want this to look too far from my original concept. This thing. So I think I did have those a lot higher. I was messing around with it before. So save them now. I'm gonna keep it. Yeah. Actually, it does look a little. Well, I don't say it's a dramatic difference. From the original concept I did. Might as well just show that off. It's. By the way, these are not my favorites. Somebody else's. So yeah, this is how this started off. I don't know if I can do it side by side or not. Yep. That's basically how I've been doing my modeling. Just do a rough sketch on a small piece of paper and square it away, and then I'll start I'll actually take the image and put it in the background, and I won't say trace over. I mean, I use it as a reference image in a 3D plane, and model over top it. I'm actually going to do a video about while I'm demonstrating that. I've seen a lot of other people do that or similar, but yep. So let's get these done. It's actually another model I did recently. Looks a lot better. I think the finished product. But yeah, that's how it started off. So I just like to do real simple stuff. Even when I was like with my modeling, my clay, I do like clay modeling and things like that, and sketching and all that. I always just I like bare minimal referencing. So just rough sketch and just get an idea out. Even my modeling, some of the things I do are just rough to get the idea out and then go from there. That's what a lot of concept modeling and concept art in general is. It's not really the final product, it's just kind of a placeholder for your idea. So I like to be able to see and videos and such. When I first got into Blender and modeling, people were doing that, and how simple and easy it actually is to take an idea. If you can draw a stick figure, you can. I don't want to, it may seem like it's far-fetched, but it really is kind of that easy. If you can draw a stick figure, you can get something like this out, really, with 3D modeling. Being able to draw does help, but once you get the concept of the modeling in general, that's the hardest thing, really, I think, with anything in CGI, computer graphics, it's comprehending the 3D plane. Once you get that, and how certain, Blender's, the way they handle geometry and right way you actually do modeling in Blender as compared to, say, 3ds Max is different. And another reason why I really like Blender over 3ds Max and other modeling software is because of the way you go about modeling and navigating the 3D plane in Blender. 3ds Max is a little bit, I don't know quite how to put it right now. Did I do this one already? Yes, I did. What did I want to do? One, two. See. Change my mic because I was getting weird feedback in my last one. I don't know how it's gonna sound in this one. You guys can probably barely hear me, but oh well. I think you'll get the gist of it. What did I do here? I'm gonna go over here. Apply the same. These constraints on. I don't even do this anymore with all my models. Now it's a lot easier if you can pull it off. I did it with a few other models. I just take, I append a rig from a file and just use that. It already had, like, this rig, the constraints that are already on it. You could append it and just pair it to whatever other model you want. And constraints and even animations are consistent. Like if you, or at least if you're doing it, if you make animations in Action Editor in Blender, you can share them on. With another model. What was that at? 75? I believe. I don't know how long this has been. I don't want to do another 30-minute video with this. That's that. Rotation 70. Copy pinky. Yeah, if you haven't done rigging before, you know it can be time consuming. My biggest time consuming thing was actually going through and naming all your objects in your scene. That's why I'm like thankful. I mentioned before in my other video, thankful for this new collection in 2.8 here. So what's that copy rotation? But there these times like I won't pay attention and I like use the bone or pair an object from the opposite end. Not paying attention, observing what I was doing. That's why going through and labeling all your things is critical also. Let me remember how I have it over there. I'm gonna crunch down on this 3ds Max stuff for work. I'm not the most efficient in that program. Alright, I think I have this to 60. For the copy rotation. Individual. What's the main finger? Right. Boots. It will rotate these bones on their axis too. That's why my fingers on here are a little crooked. I don't think I have a constraint on that one. Maybe I do. Let's just spin the rotation for 50. Still kind of discovering what all these constraints and such are. I'll do something of a tutorial and something more simple than this. Here's my, I wanted to do a mech robot tutorial, but they're so, even if I made it completely, I mean, as simple as I could make it, it'd still be time consuming. I have to edit and speed up the video. I want to do the whole way through. I've seen some on, I mean, a lot of these tutorials, real in-depth tutorials are like freaking hour and a half long. I do not feel like recording for an hour and a half. I'm having a hard time now with my ADD. I'm usually doing like 8 things at once. It takes me, if you ask anybody who knows me, it takes me about 5 to 7 times to watch a movie, to see the entire movie. It's 9 times out of 10 I'm doing something else while it's playing. I gotta go back and look at it. Okay, thumb. Local space. Exactly should be the same. I don't even know how I'm doing these thumbs because I'm gonna go through and model these completely. Yeah, that's what I was gonna do. I'm gonna model these completely different anyways because I'm chop and cut them up. Change the entire shape of them. What was that, 9 or minus 9? It was negative 9. Negative 9 and 24. That should be it. Or do I have that off too? Do you have to do something else? I gotta adjust that. I can't see because whatever. I think I was gonna adjust this here. One of these. Now, why don't you want to move? Because I changed you. Doesn't make any sense. Oh. Yeah, see, I'm gonna have to go in and change the details and all that there. I'm not going to do it all right now. It's going to be too time consuming. But I will later. Shows it. Trigger finger out. Then eventually I have to get to these things up there. I'm still kind of sort of figuring out how to rig them. Oh yeah, feet here. I wanted to make some adjustments with this thing. Yeah. So it's already in here doing some editing. I want this part to be able to move. So sorry if I'm boring you. I guess I just wanted to share this. I don't really talk too much anyways. So trying to provide commentary on something like this is a task for me in itself. Later I will go through and separate this stuff here, so make adjustments and let it move all on its own there. I think I was going to rig the cockpit. There's a certain way I wanted it to open. I just can't quite remember. Oh yeah, that's going to be a little bit more complex because I want this to come out and down. So yeah, and this is to come forward. So there's going to be like a slight rotation that goes on there. Core block. Don't need to make any adjustments to that. And I'm going to add a few more details to the cockpit. Like I said, that's a little bit more time consuming. Do that later. Just going to do something like this. Oh yeah. I have to change the point at which they are bending. I originally didn't think it the whole way through, I guess. But when I made this right here, let it look nice and whatnot, but it just isn't the most functional. Having the bend, the arch in the foot, like right there, looks nice, but the rigging and everything, and then trying to make them walk. When I was doing that, playing around with it, it's just not. Doesn't make it look very natural. So I got to change that stuff. eventually. Figure out where I want it to actually bend at. I think I wanted to do it like right around here. That's a ball load of fruit would be anyways. What am I doing? Hoping this hotkey is the same as it was before. I haven't even tried it. Thinking 7.9, it was Y for the separate cut in for mesh. I think it was. Pretty confident it was. So, fingers crossed. That should do it. Yay! Fucking worked. Do that. And if I do fill, I should only see two faces down here. Be added. Perfect. Fill the faces for me. There. Fill those. Just check and make sure. Yep. Now I can change where I have it set. Bones. After this. What the fluff was that? I hope I clarified that this wasn't supposed to be a tutorial. Might have some people watching in disappointment. I'm not actually showing it or explaining everything out. I see a lot of people do that. I've seen the speed model, so-called tutorials, and the what are they? The tutorials that have no dialogue whatsoever. It's just them going through and doing it with no explanation. Yeah, that really isn't much of a tutorial. There's no explanation with it all. Hopefully I did what I wanted to do. What else was there? No, what was there? If I can remember how these things show on this one. That was different, being able to show relationship lines and such. It's not the same in this one. I think it was vertex group weights. Yeah. It does it for both of them. So do Alt H on. I know I have you assigned to that. Oh, no, I don't. Maybe I don't. Yeah, I have to assign it to. So I will select that. I don't think it's letting me do it in maybe because I have them both in edit mode. I figured I'd run into that, but no, it's not it either. Oh, that lock. Did go through and lock everything. Okay. So you assigned, you assigned. And now I'll assign you to foot for now. If I decide to do otherwise. Foot length. Right. So let's do it. Make sure I don't have this confused. Toe right, toe left. Yep. It's L. All right. I think it's telling me what I want to hear. All right. We'll find out. So save it here. I'm gonna finish after this. Actually, how does it take class out? I think I want it in the middle there. I'll see how this bends here. Perfect. Much better. think I still might do a little something with. I'll make some adjustments there. Mesh to make that look a little bit more pretty. Yeah. Just a couple adjustments to make that look better. Don't know how I'm going to do it yet, but I'll do it. Don't need these anymore. So that is going into that. Actually, I have to make this look a little bit more pretty anyways. Did not mean to duplicate that. Actually, no, I didn't do it. Oh, cool, still better. See how it goes. No. Oh. No. Too wide. I don't think I need to bevel the top half. Let's see. Let me see how it looks first. I'll do more to it later. So I'll pull that back. Actually, I think I might put like a cuff there. Oh God, something like that there. Wrong with that. Make it a little bit better. And while I'm at it, might as well do what I was going to do with this. Add a little bit more detail there. Cool. There's something else in my rigging I wanted to do, but I just can't remember. I'm gonna do it later. This is probably getting a little bit too long. Make sure this stuff's still working. Oh yeah, there's a copy rotation. I put it on my other ones. I didn't put it on this one. I don't know if I can have it same thing. And the constraints I need on there. I'll do all that later. Boosters. Yeah. That's one thing I was going to do. Okay, I only wanted these to come down to a certain point. Right there. Uh, 10 will do it. Okay, that works. Did I go backwards with that? I think I did. I can't quite remember what thing. I don't want this video to move too long yet. Alright, that's pretty much all I have for this little session here. So I just want to share that with you guys and get a little something out there. Next time I will. I don't know what I'm doing next time actually. I don't want to lie to you. So I plan on doing a little tutorial, but I'm just going to find the time to square that away. Boom! Didn't know all that was there, huh? Yeah, got a ton of equipment and such here. Gotta animate all this and clear it away. My little project. This is actually part of another project. It's part of the same project as the other model I posted up. You can get I'll put the download link to that in the description here too. It's also in the other videos from the same little series I'm working on. I got to do some character modeling, character creation. It's probably one thing I don't do, or I do the least right now. So once I actually knock that out and get it out the way, I'll be better off. But all right. Until next time. Hopefully this hasn't been an hour long.